Hello again, everybody. This is Ed with another episode of Call Me Mr. Broadstreet. And this week we're going to dive into the Get Back Blu Ray. It's basically the review of the Blu Ray that I did the unboxing for back on this past Tuesday when it was released here in the States. So, again, with the documentary itself is very essential. Just want to kind of give some of my thoughts on more of the packaging and some other areas. First of all, before I go ahead and dive into that, if everybody could just please make sure to give a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support of the current subscribers and the new subscribers as well. It's really just a lot, of fun to really go through this journey and to make sure that, going through the collection as we've been doing, even when it's newer items such as this, which is always great to have. So, first of all, the packaging. The packaging is nice. I would definitely give it probably a B. I mean, there are some problematic elements to it. First of all, you've seen the pictures, of course, up there, but you've got the basic case to hold everything in. And the overlay card, which is pretty standard at this point for a lot of physical media releases. And again, just like I went over last week, of course, the photos are kind of one of the selling points of the packaging, which is really nice to have. Again, just seeing all of them. Yeah, Bingo, George. We got Paul somewhere in the mix. There we go. Yeah. So having that, it's very nice. It's great to have. Although here's some of the problematic elements with the packaging, and it has to do really with where the Blu-rays are housed. Now, first of all, back here, before I even go into the Blu-rays, there's kind of a little flap right here to put the photos in. But you can really only insert the photos not all at once, but you have to kind of go through one by one, get them stacked up, and then slowly push them back in. I don't think it's really great for long-term storage because even when I got the packaging, one of the photos was kind of curled up. Actually, it was John. But to put everything back in, again, it's really a bit hard to kind of get everything back in with the photos. Even with the Blu-ray itself. Now, since I was able to kind of put them back in and out, it's a little easier to get out. But you'll notice with this right here, it's kind of sliding in and out. Now, I don't know what that's going to do to the playability of the Blu-ray over time. Again, it seems like a slick enough surface where hopefully it won't scratch up the disc itself. But that's always kind of problematic in my view because, again, with any type of, Blu-ray or, DVD release, you want to be able to have the disc itself, in my view, sit in a spindle and a separate spindle for each particular disc. That way it preserves the playability of the product itself. You're not getting scratches on it. You're handling it by the edges. One of my pet peeves, if people grab it by the thumbnail and kind of put it all over, no, that's a do not with any Blu-ray, DVD, or CD that I own. No. Just, my own thing. But even as I put this back in, I kind of have to lift up the, lift up here, and I have to be able to insert it back in, so I can basically just kind of insert it right back into the sleeve itself. So again, that's problematic, as I've used that word quite often now. You could turn it into a drinking game if you want to. But, with this, again, nice packaging, a solid B. It does have everything, but I would have expanded it a little bit more as far as that goes. Next, we're going to move on to extras. Now, we're not talking about the physical extras because I put that with the packaging, but we're talking with any extra footage or any extra commentary, anything like that. That's a big problem. Now, the extras don't exist on this particular Blu-ray set, nor on the DVD set. I think Apple really missed an opportunity as an Apple Core, the Beatles' own label that they've had for many years, company now, really. they've missed a big opportunity here. They could have packaged the original Let It Be film as an extra with this set, would have made it instantly essential, without a doubt. Or, even if they weren't going with that, and I'm going to get back, no real pun intended, but I seem to be using that a lot, to that in a moment, they could have put the full 30-minute rooftop concert that's featured in the documentary. Now, the documentary cuts between the concert itself, it's cutting between that, audience reactions, what's going on in the Apple studios, all in London. And you're getting good bits of the performances. But an uncut, fully up to specifications, just a full concert, that would have been icing on the cake. That really also would have made this essential. Going back to the Let It Be portion, a lot of fans have been clamoring for this for years. In the recent past, when I say recent past in the Beatles timeline, as far as solo Beatles or the group, I could be talking 20 years ago, referring to that as the recent past versus the 70s or 80s or whatnot. In the recent past, probably around 2002 to 2006, somewhere around there, I think Ringo was asked, oh yeah, when's Let It Be coming out on DVD? He goes, yeah, well, we've got it cleaned up, hopefully soon. It's been dragging on and on for years. Now, I don't know if it's an issue with them not wanting to see it released. I don't know. I don't know if it's some sort of possible issue with Michael Lindsay Hogg, but that doesn't seem to be the case, especially with the Beatle Fest chat, or Fest for Beatles fans, as I should call it, chat back from a few months ago when he was chatting with Peter Jackson, and they seem to get along quite well. Michael Lindsay Hogg seems amicable to having all the Let It Be, the original Let It Be film, not this documentary, brought up to specifications, everything like that. And if Apple has it restored in their vaults, why not release it with this? We've already got the Let It Be box set for the CDs and the LPs that were re-released. We've got the Get Back book. We've got the Get Back documentary. That's icing on the cake. And the fan base is not getting any younger. That's the issue. You've got the baby boomers, much older. Gen X, such as myself, there's no one under 40. So again, those of us that experienced the solo Beatles in the 70s and 80s after the breakup of the group. Certainly for future generations coming up as well. Millennials, Gen Z, etc. I think it's good to put everything into a context. And when you put it into context, really have everything available. Have the whole vaults released. Have every major component right there at your fingertips. You can make the judgment between the original Let It Be film or the Get Back documentary. You can have, kind of to quote KFC here in the States, you can have original or extra crispy. You can have both. Why not both? So that's where the problem is with the extras. Next, let's go on to picture quality. With the picture quality, again, just like the documentary, it's very much essential. Essential A+, the quality between what was streaming on Disney Plus and what's included on the set here, there's no difference. Picture quality, audio was fantastic. How Peter Jackson was able to cobble together all the footage from the video, matching it with the audio, matching it with every single thing available, or trying to at least insert things in the right time frame during this whole fragmented documentation of the 30 days, or nearly 30 days of sessions, is an amazing undertaking in and of itself. So again, picture quality, no issue with that whatsoever, whether you decide to purchase the Blu-ray or DVD, or whether you decide to continue to stream it on Disney Plus. I'm sure they're going to have it up there for a while along with all the other content. So next, let's go with the overall thoughts. Well, overall, this set, it's very good. It would rate about a B overall. Again, there are some missed opportunities with the extras they could have included. As I've said before, release the floodgates. At this point, the fan base is really not getting any younger. The fan base who really remembers this stuff, especially. But again, even for future fans, it's important to have everything in its context, in its time. So overall, I mean, a nice purchase to have, sure, good to great, a solid B, that's not a problem. I still would recommend it, but again, these are some of the more issues you might run into when purchasing the set. So that's really it for this week. I've got more content coming up, within the next few weeks. I think that folks are going to enjoy. So I just appreciate everybody out there for, watching these videos, for listening as well when I do the book reviews. And feel free to leave some comments below. What's some of your takeaways about the physical media version of the documentary versus the streaming? Did you buy it? Which version did you buy? What were the great things about it? What were some of the pitfalls of it? I'd love to hear back from folks and get your feedback as well. Like I said, that is it. So I will see everybody in the next episode. Before I go, once again, please just make sure to give a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And we'll see everybody next time. Bye.